I just like learning new things. I just took the test and it used to call me ENFP in high school, but now I'm INFP. Ooh, she became introverted. That's my I'm gonna type. Okay, so when I usually take this test, I usually get ENFJ or INFJ. When I was younger, I was always getting INFJ. And then I got older and I was like consistently ENFJ. So I'm just throwing that out there right now. But you're prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse. I used to be, but now I don't. I'm actually very... Oh, this is all... You can't see this at all. The chat. Hang on. Nah, whatever, it's fine. You enjoy solitary hobbies or activities more than group ones? You and I are very similar besides that category. It's so true. What is that last category? Can you remind me? Judging versus perceiving? Is that what it is? I love people and being around people, but I love doing stuff on my own too. I'm gonna say yes, I do. I do love group. I need social interaction, but I do like to be alone. I'm gonna put it here because it is just I need both. But do I like my alone time? I do. I'm gonna do that. Okay. You cannot imagine yourself writing fictional stories for a living. I could see myself writing. I wouldn't. It's not something that I'm drawn to, but I could see myself doing it. You favor efficiency in decisions, even if it means disregarding some emotional aspects. It's judging versus prospecting. So you're more organized and strict, and I'm more flexible and spontaneous. That is so accurate. I like to think I'm flexible, but I love to be organized and disciplined and plan things. I totally could see that. Okay, you favor efficiency in decisions, even if that means disregarding some emotional aspects. It depends. But I do favor efficiency. I'm gonna say yes. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax? Abso-fucking-lutely. That is such an easy one. Easy. In disagreements, you prioritize proving your point over perceiving the feelings of others. I disagree. I love proving my point, but I do care about other people's feelings. I might be here. I'm gonna put it there. You usually wait for others to introduce themselves first at social gatherings. I disagree. I'm usually the one that goes up first. I used to not be, but now I am. Your mood can change very quickly. Totally disagree. Yeah, I used to change really quickly, not anymore. You are not easily swayed by emotional arguments. These questions are interesting. Like, why do this? Just say you are easily swayed by emotional arguments. You know what I mean? I don't know why. You are not easily swayed by emotional arguments. I think emotions carry a lot. I'm gonna say disagree. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. Disagree. Sometimes, but not really. You enjoy debating ethical dilemmas. I kind of do. I have very strong opinions on stuff. My AirPod just died. I'm gonna charge this baby up. Next. You usually prefer, okay, halfway done, guys. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. This is a tough one. I don't like answering these middle questions, but I think this has to be in the middle. Because I need to be with others and have like physical touch and like spending time with them and like laughing with people. But I do really value my own time where I can be productive and relax and do things that I love to do. I'm putting that in the middle. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. Disagree. Could be fun. When facts and feelings conflict, you usually find yourself following your heart. I'd say yes. Keyword usually. I think they kind of ask the same question with opposite wording to ask you twice to get the better accuracy. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. That makes sense. To kind of trick you into answering twice. You find it challenging to maintain a constant work or study schedule? Absolutely not. I'm very routine based and disciplined. You rarely second guess the choices that you've made. I'm a firm believer of what you choose to do in that moment is what you were supposed to do. The other keyword, rarely. Obviously, sometimes in the moment, if I do something stupid, I will regret it and I think about that in the moment. But then I come back to earth because it's quick. My emotions are acting quick. You know what I mean? It's hard to think straight when you're in a situation like that. But when I like ground myself and like think about it actually. So yeah, I'm gonna say that. Our answers are so similar besides all the ones about organization and schedule. That makes sense. Keith Barbar is my sister, for those of you who don't know. I would say we are very similar, except for that one big difference. The schedule, the cleaning, all of that. That's so funny. The routine. Okay. Your friends would describe you as lively and outgoing. I think they would. You guys tell me. You are drawn to various forms of creative expression such as writing. Absolutely. Not necessarily writing, but creative expression 100%. Hundo P. You usually base your choices on objective facts rather than emotional expression. I disagree. I do enjoy facts, but I think that emotions are also important. You have a to-do list for each day. I'd say not every single day, but most days, yes. You rarely feel insecure. Oh, this is a good question. I worked really hard on myself to the point where I would say rarely feel insecure. Every night for the past like 3 years, I look in my mirror and I say really nice things about myself. And that changed my life. I feel like I'm such a better person now. If you're always like saying bad things about yourself or thinking negative things, like that's gonna eat you alive. So yeah, I don't feel insecure. I mean, I do sometimes, but I rarely feel insecure. You avoid making phone calls. I used to, not anymore. You enjoy exploring unfamiliar ideas and viewpoints. I do. I'm not putting this all the way here because I do think that some people have stupid viewpoints and ideas, and I don't like listening to theirs. You can easily connect with people you've just met. Absolutely. I do this all the time. I would say it's one of my strengths. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. I would agree. Hence today and my stream issue. I will say I did break down for a moment and just kind of put my hands in my head. Put my head in my hands. Happened today. Yeah, I didn't want to at first, and my mom was like, you have to keep going. Yeah, it did happen today. You are still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago? I'm not, actually. I think they're kind of funny. You are not too interested in discussing theories on what the world could look like in the future? Okay, so you like to live in the present. I think it's important to talk about what the world could look like in the future. It's a little scary, but I do think that it's important to talk about. Your emotions control you more than you control them. Disagree. I used to be so emotional and stressed all the time, and I got better. So I would say no. When making decisions, you focus more on how the affected people might feel than on what is most logical or efficient. This is an interesting one because it depends on the situation, obviously. But I feel that a lot of the time, if I'm making a decision about a person, what I think is most logical would be to take into consideration their emotions. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say focus more on how they feel. I'm just gonna say yes slightly on that one. Okay, almost there, guys. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts. That's not true. I'm very consistent. It's pretty much always the same amount of energy. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take for them to feel disappointed in you. That's sad. I don't feel that way. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time? No, I don't. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time? Absolutely not. Love those questions. You feel more drawn to busy, bustling atmospheres than to quiet, intimate places. I would say slightly no. I think that there's benefits to busy, bustling atmosphere, but I do like being calm and relaxed and in a quiet space. I'm just gonna say slightly no. If a decision feels right to you, you often act on it without needing further proof. I'm an Aries. I'm gonna say yes. I just kind of do things. Needing further proof. This is kind of throwing me off a little bit. If a decision feels right to you, you often act on it without needing further proof. Yeah, that's fine. I think these are the last 10. You often feel overwhelmed. I don't. Often. You often feel overwhelmed. I disagree. I rarely feel overwhelmed. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. To me, methodical could also be skipping steps. That could be methodical. I'm gonna say yes, kind of. You prefer tasks that require you to come up with creative solutions rather than follow concrete steps. This is a good question. I do really like routine and direction and just but I also really love being creative. I would say I love being creative more. So I'm gonna put that up. Oh wait, no. Yes, yeah, this one. This one's interesting. You are more likely to rely on emotional intuition than logical reasoning when it comes to a choice. When it comes to making a choice. I like to use both. I think they're both important. Am I more likely to rely on emotional? Maybe slightly. I'm gonna say slightly more, yes. You struggle with deadlines? I don't. You feel confident that things will work out for you? I totally do. Gender, female. ENFJ! Oh, yeah, ENFJ. A. It's exactly what I thought. I always get the same thing. As an ENFJ, you possess a unique blend of charisma, empathy, and idealism that sets you apart in any crowd. Your natural ability to inspire and lead others is matched, let me do this so you can see it, matched only by your deep-seated desire to make a positive impact on the world around you. You have an uncanny knack for understanding people's emotions and motivations, often sensing what others need before they even realize it themselves. I think this is pretty accurate. Your gift for communication allows you to articulate your visionary ideas with passion and conviction, drawing others into your orbit and motivating them to join your cause. You thrive on meaningful connections and have a remarkable talent for bringing out the best in those around you. However, your idealistic nature can sometimes set you up for disappointment when reality falls short of your lofty expectations. I'd say this is spot on. I mean, it's exactly what it's exactly what I've gotten the past maybe 6 years, 7 years. Career path. Career path is likely to be driven by a deep-seated need to make a meaningful difference in people's lives. You thrive in roles that allow you to inspire, guide, and develop others. Oh, my hair. Making you an excellent teacher, counselor, or team leader. Your natural charisma and ability to articulate a compelling vision make you a standout in fields like human resources, public relations, or nonprofit management. I can see that. While you excel in collaborative environments and roles that involve personal interaction, you may find yourself less fulfilled by solidarity or highly analytical work. True. Your challenge lies in balancing your idealistic drive with practical realities and in learning to value the smaller, day-to-day contributions as much as the grand, world-changing gestures. That's so true! This is crazy. Your ability to positively influence even one person's life is a significant achievement in itself. I agree. Personal growth. My relationships. Let's read this one and then we'll go to my other quiz I want to take. In relationships, whether romantic, familial, or platonic, you shine as a deeply committed and intuitive partner. Your ability to understand and cater to others' emotional needs makes you a valued friend and confidant. I agree. You have a gift for creating deep, meaningful connections and fostering environments where others feel safe to be their authentic self. I hope so. I try to do that. However, your desire to maintain harmony and your tendency to be overly accommodating can sometimes lead you to neglect your own needs. This is so accurate. Learning to express your own desires and maintain your individuality within relationships is crucial for your emotional health. Remember, the most fulfilling relationships are those where both parties feel equally valued and understood. Your journey in relationships involves finding the balance between your natural giving nature and the necessity of receiving in return. This is so accurate. My weaknesses: idealizing others, 100%. Avoiding conflict, 100%. Weak personal boundaries. I disagree. I feel like I've gotten better. Taking on others' burdens, absolutely. I'm not paying $9 for this. Okay. That's exactly what I expected. Did anyone else take the quiz? Or do they know what their personality type is? Okay, this quiz I want to take is this one. Okay. This one, I've taken this before. Statistical which character personality quiz. It's a quiz that it's like a bar, slidey bar. Like, where would you put yourself between these two words, whatever. And it'll give you a list of TV and movie characters that are similar to you. I've taken this before, and the woman I got, the ones that I remember, It's the mom from the TV show This Is Us. I also got Kitty Foreman from that 70s show. I also got Marge Simpson from The Simpsons. It was a lot of mom characters. So, okay, we can do 36 or 140. 140 is way too many. Let's do 36. Okay. I left to get snacks. What was your result? Okay, I need to change. Hang on. I'm changing the text color because I don't like that you guys can't see it. I was ENFJ. Exactly what I thought I was gonna get. Okay, let me change my chat text settings. Layers? No. So true. I know. It was so accurate. Okay, how about now? Can you send a message? It's still, you can't see it too well. Paul says hi. Paul, what's your personality type? I don't like that you guys can't read the messages. Hang on, I'm sorry. I don't know how to change it easily. Extreme elements. Paul, what does my clock say now? How long have I been streaming according to your thing? I didn't take the test. I was going to, but then I got invested in yours. I appreciate that. Background color. Oh, here we go. Okay, give me a sec, guys. I don't want red. Oh, here we go. Ah, there we go. Oh, well, I don't like that. Hang on, guys. I'm trying to fix this. Okay, that's a little better. Hang on. Hang on. You guys can't see what I'm doing, but I can see what I'm doing. Give me a second. Okay, now send a message. 850. Love that. Okay. This should be... You can't fight a bear. Watch me, bitch. Okay, you can read that a little bit better. Whoops, who said that? I'll do it. I'll do it again. I'm just kidding. Okay. Use the slider to indicate where you fall on this spectrum. Formal or intimate? Oh, like a setting. I prefer an intimate setting, absolutely. I do think formal can be fun, but I would say I'm over here. Angelic or demonic? Fuck that. Alpha or beta? I don't know, you tell me. Put myself like here. Oh, can you paste link? Yes, I'm sorry. Wait, I don't know. What's this one? Copy. There you go. There's that one. Okay. Alpha. Yeah, I would say I'm like 70. I don't know. I like to be in charge. But I know when to not be in charge. Orderly or chaotic? It depends on the situation. I would say I'm more orderly. Charming or awkward? I definitely can be awkward, but I feel like I'm overall charming and I'm good at fixing an awkward situation by how charming I am. If you guys know me personally and you disagree, feel free to chime in and I'll tell you how wrong you are. Spiritual or skeptical? I don't know. I would say I'm more this is an interesting one. I don't necessarily spiritual or skeptical. I guess I'm more spiritual. Blue collar, ivory tower. No, I would put myself down here. Definitely more blue collar. Bossy or meek? I can be pretty bossy. I know it. I don't want to say I'm too bossy. Wait, can I zoom this up? There we go. That's a lot better. I'm pretty bossy. Let's be real. Dunce or genius? Maybe like there. I'm not a genius. I think I'm smarter than the average person. Depends on what we're talking about. I want to put myself here, so I'm going to. Masculine or feminine? I have some masculine traits. I love to be fit, and which that can also be a feminine trait. But I am tall, and I like to think I'm pretty strong. I'll give myself a 10% and 90% feminine. It'd be interesting if, like, someone took this test for me. You know what I mean? Just put in the answers that they think that I am. Strict or lenient? I'm pretty strict. With myself. Like my lifestyle, my personality. Creepy or disarming? I don't like this one. I don't know. What's disarming? These are both weird. I'm skipping this one. Outlaw or sheriff? I don't know. It's weird to think about that. A different version of you exists in everyone's heads. You are only you to you. No, for real. I think about that. And everyone feels that way. I mean, not everyone feels that way. It's true for everyone. You know? It's really interesting. Outlaw or sheriff? I would say I'm slightly more here. Juvenile or mature? I have some tendencies, but I would say overall I'm more mature than not. Emotional or logical? I really feel like I'm a good balance of both. In the past, I totally would have said emotional all the way. I think I've controlled my emotions better and I can see both. There's value in both. I'm gonna say 50-50. Wild or tame? Definitely more tame. I can be wild, but I would say overall I'm more tame. Indulgent or sober? Depends on what. But I'm actually the most sober I've been in my entire life. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at controlling my urges with anything. I shop a lot. I would say that's where I'm most indulgent. Hence the 7%. Stinky or fresh? I definitely can be stinky. But going back to our last quiz, I'm very clean, I would say. I can be stinky. I'll give myself 11. 11 stinky. High tech or low tech? I am pretty high tech. Depending on the situation. I would say more often than not, though. Because I do value like being out. I love like running, but I need my headphones. I need to be listening to music while I'm doing it. I think that's pretty good. Deep or shallow? Pretty deep. I can be shallow. I'll give myself 88. Nerd or jock? Oh, this is interesting. I have both tendencies. I love being active and working out, but I love sitting